So we all have goals. We all have this big vision of what's next and where we want to head and what we want to achieve. But I wanted to show you guys something. I wanted to show you the power of reflection. No, not the reflection in the sunglasses I stole from my daughter. What I'm talking about is the power of looking back on what you've achieved. We're all so focused on the next steps, all the thousands of steps we still need to climb to get where we want to be, that we rarely take time to look back over our shoulder and go, holy shit, I've climbed a lot of steps already. I've achieved so much. And appreciate that and own that and be grateful for that. It's a very powerful thing to reflect. And so here's what I want to show you. These are the soccer fields that Evan played on when he was 5 and 6 years old. And I stopped by tonight to check these guys out. Look at this. So Evan's 12 now. He's taller than Wendy is. He's a big kid. And he's on an elite team. He's on the team he always wanted to be on. I mean, his team went to Europe in February and played against Barcelona's youth team, Liverpool's youth team, Chelsea's youth team. I mean, he's on about as elite of a team as you can be on in this area. And he's worried about getting better. He's constantly working. Looking at those steps he still needs to climb, right? But sometimes when you stop and take a minute and reflect, you'll realize how many steps you've already climbed and how truly wonderful and impressive that is. So look at these little guys back here. Pretty cool, right? So we lived at these fields. From when Evan was 5 years old until probably he was 10. And then he started moving up into sort of the elite and the all-star teams to the point where he got on the team that he's on now. And they're playing an age group up, and they're playing in the Miami League because there aren't any teams here that can compete with them, quite honestly. But I just wanted to share that with you because this is a very powerful exercise. I know that the first time I did this exercise was in a Dan Sullivan strategic coach classroom. And the guy leading the session had us write down everything that we wanted to achieve that year. And my list was huge. It was such a big list. It was like, I want to make X number of dollars. I want to launch this and this and this. I want to hire this person. And just the process of writing it down was like overwhelming. And I was like, Jesus, man, so many steps that I still need to climb. And then he was like, cool, now I want you to take a minute and think about everything that you've achieved that you never thought you would be able to do, ever. And I started writing, and everyone in the class started writing. And a lot of us started crying because my list was insane. It was incredible, the things that I had done that I had forgotten about or taken for granted or never given much energy to. I had managed to bring my mom down every year for 6 weeks to live with us and spend time with the grandkids. I'd managed to get my family into this beautiful, huge house. I'd managed to build the business that I wanted to be working in at that time, and it was mine. It was all mine. And so just a quick tip for you on this beautiful Monday night. Reflect. The power of reflection. I just dropped Rowan off at dance, and so I'm up here at these fields that Evan used to play on when he was 5. And it made me think about just how far he's come. And so I thought I'd record a video to remind you how far you've come. Have a great night.